Hello everyone, welcome to today's video. If you watched my last car stuff video, then you would know a little bit about this video, and that is that I'm not super happy with this video. It just kind of jumps all over the place, a lot of random stuff that goes on, a lot of stuff that I didn't actually show the process of, just stuff like that, and it was recorded over a few months of time, so it's just, I've learned a lot over the time that this video was recorded, and I am now looking back on it like I could have done this so much better, That being said, though, if I didn't post this video, there would be a huge gap in, like, the progress of my car and it being fixed up and stuff, so, yeah, I felt like I still needed to post it, so that's why, oh, hi, Phoenix. Phoenix decided that, I'm being ridiculous, I guess, maybe, I don't know. But, yeah, anyways, still posting it, obviously. I hope you guys enjoy, nonetheless. And if you do enjoy, you'll definitely enjoy all the rest, so make sure to subscribe. If you don't enjoy, maybe still subscribe anyway and give those other car stuff videos a chance. So, now I will move on to what was originally recorded, and I hope you guys enjoy. As you can see from the title, this is going to be the front end refresh for the car. This is kind of another follow-up to the destroying my car video, and yeah, I'm just gonna try and make the best of it. It was obviously a sucky situation, but I mean, I can turn it into something positive, so that's what I'm doing, and we are gonna start today. I am going to go ahead and start taking apart the bumper. Obviously it's got the grill, the bumper, a lip, and then another lip, and I'm gonna take them all apart so that way I can sand them down and get stuff painted. Oh, I've also got the fog lights still in there that I gotta take out. Oh, and the license plate too. So yeah, got a lot of stuff to take apart, and then if I've got time tonight, I'm gonna start sanding. If I don't, then I'm gonna start sanding tomorrow. So it is obviously getting dark, but I got the lip off, and I got some of the screws off for the white lip, but this side is held on by rivets, so I'll just drill those out tomorrow. I got the grill off, got the license plate off, and I think I'm going to go inside and take the fog lights off. My screwdriver was too long, so I'll have to go grab a different thing to get those off. But yeah, I guess we'll pick this back up tomorrow. It is a new day, and I got the rivets out. Allie took a look at them because, I don't know anything about rivets, and she worked at Home Depot, so she knows plenty. She basically said that, like, with a screwdriver, I would be able to pry it out, and she was correct. So they are now out, and the lip is off, and as you can see, the bumper is in very rough shape, especially the parts that were covered by the lip. Got very dirty, but we're going to start sanding today, hopefully, and it'll look a lot better, I think, when we're done with all this, so I'm excited. Alright, we've only got like 10 minutes before I have to go to class, but Allie has gotten started on the lip, and then I'm going to get started on the bumper. And then I'll be heading over to Aaron's later, and I'll be taking all this stuff with me, and Aaron and I will continue, as well as, do other parts of the process if need be. Alright, our 10 minutes are up. I have got to start class now. Allie made great progress on the lip, and I have made very minimal progress on the bumper, but it's fine. We're at Aaron's, obviously, and the sanding is going to continue for probably hours and hours and hours. So, yeah, we'll catch up with the progress later. Here is the progress that Aaron made, and then I made much less progress. But I got some of this stuff sanded down because this is the areas that, like, we won't be able to use a machine, which, by the way, we have decided that we are going to go pick up a machine because, obviously, I'm sure most of you probably saw us start to sand by hand and were like, you guys are idiots and you're going to want a machine real soon. And, we kind of had one in a machine from the start, but just, like, didn't want to go get it. But, yeah, after sanding for, like, an hour, we were like, yeah, we should go get it. Yeah, that's what I got done. All the way up to here, and then yeah, in the grill area. Garrett is here, and we're fixing. So one of the problems was that basically the back of the headlight wasn't sealed. You can see he's soldering it. I'll show you what it looks like on the other one. So this one doesn't even have the rubber piece that the other one had, and so this entire area was open on the back of the headlight, and I think that's how all the condensation got into my headlights. Garrett basically just said that, like, if I leave them out in the sun, eventually the water that has pooled up in my headlights should evaporate. So that's why they're in the sun right now, and I think pretty much all the liquid is out of that one. And this one might still have a little bit left, but not anywhere near as bad as it was. And so we're just changing up the wiring a little bit so that way we can get the rubber piece back on this side and actually get it sealed properly. I don't know why it wasn't sealed properly before, but either way, it will be now. I took out all of the running lights that are at the bottom, and as you can see, all of these are super corroded terminals from all the water that had been sitting in them for so long. All the bulbs were so trashed, so I just threw those away. We already ordered new bulbs, but now we got to figure out the terminals and order new terminals, and then we'll get all that fixed too. But yeah, this is the prime of the headlight refresh that we're doing here. We originally were thinking that we were gonna have to take the headlights apart, but now we're obviously not doing that, which is gonna save a lot of time and make things much easier. Some of the stuff for my headlights has come in, so today I am going to be working on what I can. We have got the new seals, I guess you could say, for the headlights. Obviously I've got to cut them out, which is why I brought this one out here, because this one was just a little bit too big of a hole, and that's kind of why it was causing issues before. And then these ones, they've got, like, you can kind of see where the hole should be cut, and that hole is just a tiny bit smaller than this one, so I'm basically just going to cut along that line and hope that works, and if not, then I'll cut it a little bigger, but I got to be sure to not, you know, cut it too big like this one is. And then I also got 4 of the 10 total terminals that I need, and so I'm gonna try and get those in today. And unfortunately the bulbs got delayed, so those are not here yet, and the other 8, well, they're in packs of 4 obviously, so in total I'm getting 12, but I only need 10. Anyways, the other 8 are still in transit and should be here tomorrow. That is one cut. Obviously not a very perfect hole, but it was a little bit harder to cut than I expected. Either way, still about the size that I need, so I'm going to go inside and test it real quick. Alright, so as you can see, I was able to get it on there. Obviously the wires are still a little exposed here, so I just got to get some electrical tape on that, but that's not the important part. I was able to get this cap on here, and it was the perfect size. I had a little bit of trouble getting this through the hole, but I mean, that's what you want, because now it's around the ring, and it's got one flap like this on this side and then another one on the inside, and there is no way that water is going to get into there, which is nice. So that is good, and now to cut the other one, and hopefully cutting the other one goes just as well. So I have got the first terminal all good to go with the shrink wrap around it, and Allie just got home, so I am going to take her car and go get electrical tape so that I can get this all wrapped up and do that before it falls apart. So as you can see, I got the electrical tape and put that on, and finished up the other 3 connections that I have right now. So I'm editing my repair video, which you guys have already seen probably, and I realized something that I'm gonna go downstairs to where the headlights are and explain really quick. So on this side, we ran the ground wire through this little piece, and then soldered it together down here. That's what I put the electrical tape around, and we were confused as to why there was no ground on this side that we had to solder. And just now when I was editing the video, I realized that that's because I disconnected it, and even in the video, I said, wow, I really hope I remember to put this back in, and I would have literally gone to put the headlights back into the car and seen that I'm gonna have to cut that wire and, put it back together. So anyways, even though I'm in the middle of editing that video, and I normally don't like to break my flow, I am going to go out to the car, unplug that, because I should have just done that from the start, and then bring it inside, run it through this little rubber piece, and then, you know, do what I did with these, where I just twist them together and then do some shrink wrap around it, and hopefully that will work. But either way, I should have just done that from the start. So here is what I'm talking about. It won't really focus on it, I don't think, but it's this little piece, so I gotta disconnect it from here and from back here to bring it inside, and I think that's why I didn't disconnect it before, is because it's kind of like tucked in back here, and I didn't want to like pull it out. But either way, I'm gonna have to if I want to, you know, do this the right way. So here is the bit that I hadn't previously taken out of the car. I'm going to go ahead and cut this little rubber piece off, and then cut the wire probably about here. Run it through this hole on here, and then put it back together. There is that. It is time to get back to editing. The bulbs came in, and at least enough of the terminals to finish up one light. So I've got all those finished. Gonna put them back into the back of the headlight, and then I'm gonna take the headlight out to the car, plug everything in, and see if it works. This is the first time I've done any wiring on my own, so I'm excited to see if I actually did it right. So I came out earlier today, plugged in all the stuff for the headlights, and put it back in place. And I was like testing things as I went, as I plugged stuff back in, and things were just not really working right. So I got my voltmeter out and checked the voltage on the battery, and the battery was almost dead. And I didn't want to jump it because I'm not going to be able to drive it anyway, so it was like, and if you jump it, you kind of have to like drive it to charge the battery. So instead we just went out and bought a charger. So the battery is charging currently, and then I will actually be able to check to see if everything works. So earlier when I plugged these in, the headlights would work and the blinkers would work, but the running lights down at the bottom would not, and the halos were not working. And then as I was sitting here, the headlights stopped working, and then the blinkers started being weird. So yeah, I guess I'm basically just gonna wait for it to be done charging, and then I will check again, and hopefully everything actually works. I am extremely confused. So the battery was dead, charged it, got it charged up most of the way, checked everything again, nothing. Like the headlights, the high beam, the blinker all worked, but none of the running lights did. So the halos didn't work, even though I didn't mess with that, and none of the new running lights that I put in worked. So I was like, okay, well that's frustrating and really annoying. And then I started the car, and everything worked for a second, like the halos, the lights down at the bottom, all that, and I was like, oh cool, and literally as I said oh cool, everything turned off. So I am extremely confused. I don't know, maybe I checked the voltage on the battery, and it had the proper voltage, but now it's just not working again. So I don't know, kind of annoying. I don't know if maybe there's something wrong with the connection down here or what. I'm a little lost. Okay, I guess the wires are just very finicky. I moved the headlight around a bit, and now they're working again. So, I guess what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and put the headlight back in place with them on, and then that way if they turn off, I know that, like, I know it right away, and then I can, you know, mess with the wires a bit more and see if I can get them to turn back on. I don't know. I feel like that's going to be a quite annoying problem, but I guess for now I'll just put it back together, and, you know, maybe next time I meet up with Arin or something, we can figure something out and make it not so finicky. Yeah, I guess I would call that a success, because I did all these ones down at the bottom. I did all those myself, and they worked, so that's pretty cool. That's my first time ever doing some wiring and actually, like, getting it right. So I guess I wanted to wait to start doing the wiring on the second headlight, obviously, which is not there, before, I wanted to make sure that this one actually worked before I start on that one. And now that I know that it does, I'm gonna probably go inside, do that real quick. It doesn't take too long. I think I got this headlight done in like 30 minutes. So it is now time to do the dreaded oil change. But as you can see, I've decided to jack it up from the side instead of the front, because we all saw how it went when I did it from the front. So I'm gonna do the oil change real quick. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. It has been like weeks since I recorded. Allie got sick, which I knew inevitably would mean that I would get sick. Thankfully, we both tested negative for COVID. Awesome. But that meant that I obviously could not come over to Arin's and work on my bumper for...
Gee,
thanks.
Like the nice Rust-Oleum ball sound.
Yeah, ideal. It's ideal for the video.
Yeah.
So anyways, it had been, I like obviously didn't want to come over and risk getting Arin, Devin, and their roommate sick, so yeah, it's been like 3 weeks since I've recorded anything. I know that this video is probably already like 30 minutes long at this point. I am so sorry. I learned a lot from this video. Next video, from now on, I'm going to start doing it like on a day-by-day basis instead of like project-by-project basis, because I'm learning that when I do it a project-by-project basis, all my videos end up being like 30 minutes long. So, gonna fix that next time, but oh well. We're here now.
We're ready to paint.
And we're ready to paint.
Well,
so, prime and then paint. Arin did a lot of learning on accident about this stuff. And so now he's now he's a pro.
Yep.
100%.
Something like that. So come on down to my yard.
This is our
we'll get it right.
Yeah, this is our paint booth. We're fully expecting some debris from this tree, but I mean, so be it. This is the best paint booth we could drum up. So
when your paint job's free, you're gonna get stuff like this.
Yeah, yeah, I'll take it. My paint job was free before, and it's free again. So that's a win in my book.
Why is this? What the?
What? Do you want me to get you another paper towel? Is it a little broken? It looks a little broken.
Hurt my hands, I guess.
Sacrifices are being made already. Nice. You're just gonna have some primed hands.
What the fuck? Stop.
Well, so much for being professional. It's hard to be professional when you have unprofessional equipment. We installed the new cold air intake that my mom got me for my birthday. Thanks, Mom. You're the real one. And while I was doing that, Arin was over here painting the bumper, and we got, well, he, not me, not we. I always say we, and then I'm like, really, Arin just did it all. So anyways, he got all the way to the clear coat, and it's looking good. Obviously, we got like a little bit of debris in it, you know, from this stupid tree. But I mean, we expected it, like we said at the beginning, and honestly, it turned out pretty fucking good.
Yeah, I've done
So I was joking, and I was like, man, at this point, with how old the paint on my car is, it might actually end up looking better than the paint on my car. But we'll see. Hopefully, we still aren't 100% sure on if it's actually gonna like match. But I mean, it looks pretty close. So I think we should be good. So now we're going to make sure that when I turn my wheels, my cold air intake does not get hit. And then I think we'll be done for the day. 'Twas a success. I was not even close to hitting it. Before, it was literally sitting like right here. And so whenever I would turn, it would get hit. And yeah, that wasn't good. Alright, well, I will see you again soon. Peace out. We are back for another day. We held up the bumper to the car, and the paint matches surprisingly well. So now we're just going to give it a nice good wet sanding. Wow, the water beads off of that really nice.
Yeah, clear coat works well.
Yeah, that's good.
I'm messing up my clear coat.
I'll do my best. So yeah, we're going to wet sand it, get some of the imperfections out that we can. And then I think we'll figure it out from there. We've got a lot of options as to what we're going to do after that, and haven't fully decided on what it's going to be yet. So we'll keep you updated. Oh goodness. Okay, so that was the last thing that I had recorded. Clearly I did not keep you guys updated, but that's okay. I'm going to walk outside right now and show you guys what the finished front end refresh looked like, as well as talk about some other stuff that I've done since then that I did not record. But yeah, like I said, that video definitely not my best stuff that I've done, but that's okay. So here is the finished product. Obviously my car is very dirty right now. I've been driving to work a lot, but as you can see, even with driving it to work a bunch, no rock chips like there used to be, and I think the gloss black looks much better than the unpainted black. We did never get the fog lights to work. We put new fuses in and blew the fuses multiple times, so we got to redo the entire wiring system on that. That one was a mess. The headlights still are not having any issues with getting any liquid in them, and it has been 3 months, I think, since I finished those. And we put on spacers in the front, so now my fitment is at least a little better. I also lost one of my center caps, so on this side I still do not have one, even though they fit now because of the spacers. But yeah, I think that is everything that has happened with the car recently. And that's going to do it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed, even though it was quite a mess, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.